sustainer of life. Thank you for this land of opportunity in which we live. May we not take for granted the price paid for our freedom, and we should not ignore our responsibility to assist the hurting, the broken, the poor, the grieving, and the sick. For those brave men and women who stand in the gap for our freedom, we are grateful. As a board, may we have wisdom, humility, compassion, and insight. May we seek the good of our students, their families, and our educators as we serve together for a common goal. In the name above all names, amen. At this time, Daniel, Wesley, and Stephen Picard are going to lead our Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, do I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The agenda is adopted. Next, we have our recognition. Tonight is our action items. The superintendent is recommending that the board approve the following items. Approve the minutes from the April 12th, 2010 regular board meeting, the April 29th, 2010 call board meeting, and the May 4th, 2010 call board meeting. Do I have a motion to approve these minutes? Do I have a second? Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The minutes are approved. Next is our personnel actions. Ms. Bill's here if we have any questions. The superintendent is recommending that the board approve all personnel actions. Do I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All personnel actions are approved. Next is our business actions. The superintendent is recommending that the board approve the following items. Monthly financial statement for March 2010. Payroll for April 2010 in the amount of $6,854,114.77. Cash disbursements for April 2010 in the amount of $2,648,270.90. And the last, potential debt restructuring. Do I have a motion to approve the business actions?
Couple questions. Captain, the security, is that in addition to, the SROs?
It would, yes, it would be whatever, anything else we pay for security beyond these ones.
Andy, I think it may be helpful, my understanding of the recommendation on debt restructuring is it's permission to go ahead and proceed with all the necessary paperwork. It's not necessarily recommending a formal terms and conditions to it.
No, exactly. It's kind of authorization to proceed. We met with bond counsel and financial advisor today. This would be culminating a bid wherever the transaction takes you, the day that you get up and condense the process. We've got a pretty aggressive timeline. We will essentially work through this process as quickly and as practical.
What's your assessment? What do you think it will be in terms of timeline requirements?
Our hope is that prior to the end of June, that's a very, very aggressive timeline, but that's what we would like to try to accomplish. Kathy, is that fair?
Do I have a motion to approve the business actions recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion from the board? Any questions, comments from anyone in the audience regarding the business actions? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All the business actions are approved. The next is our secondary textbook adoption. The superintendent is recommending that the board approve the list of secondary textbooks for adoption. Do I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion from the board? Any discussion, questions, comments from anyone in the audience regarding the secondary textbook adoption? Ms. Crane?
Could you tell us a little bit about what textbooks they are and for which curriculum and what the cost is? And I thought we were on like a textbook buying moratorium. A little more information?
Yes, the textbooks are actually over here. They've been in the boardroom for the last month, primarily career tech and health. I think one physical education book. We're only adopting at this point, and it's very likely we'll not be able to purchase at this time, but we're trying to follow the state cycle for adoption because the publishers have the books ready. So we're going ahead and proceeding with our review and adoption, but we'll have to wait until later in the summer to determine whether we're going to be able to purchase any or whatever portion of them as far as the budget will go. So we have a prioritized list of where we would start if funds are available. Otherwise, we'll simply postpone the purchase until a later fiscal year, which is what most of the state is doing right now.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from anyone in the audience? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The secondary textbook adoption is approved. Next is our superintendent's evaluation. Mr. Craig, glad you're here tonight. No. Okay, regarding Mr. Craig's contract, it states that no later than April 15th, the superintendent provides self-appraisal of accomplishments and attainment of goals, which Mr. Craig has done, and everybody on the board has been given a copy of that. And Tiffany, I'll give you a copy of that tonight also if you don't already have it. His contract also states that April 15th up until contract rollover date as of May 31st. It says board members prepare individual evaluations, which we have done. The board designated liaison prepares summary evaluation, which I have done.